This will be your radio, this and other similar channels that we are resounding with and assisting to bring you news forecasts and updates. This is something that you must listen to, because here is where the truths will be laid bare, and here is where we will impart our messages and those which you need to know in a timely manner. This will become important in days to come. So there's a sense that there's something on the horizon that he's aware of, and it's just on the outskirts. So it is something that he can't lay down and rest at this time. He knows there will be action forthcoming and a dark cloud looming. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Robinson. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a channel to high vibrational beings, and as it's been made quite clear over the last couple of episodes, I am under employment by the angelics. And so I've just been working away today. I've had readings, and I'm actually working on a course for automatic writing for those of you that just want to start that connection into channeling. And I got the nudge to channel. I'm not even sure who it was from. So I was just trying to capture who is wanting to speak to you. And I'm hearing Archangel Gabriel, and I'm just getting a sense of the angelic presence. Okay, he's got some words that he would like to impart upon you today. And this is not with any urgency. This is more just something that he would like to share in a very timely manner. For those of you who are here on the channel, he would like to welcome you in and let you know that he took this moment, one where I was, oh, that's true. He was just saying one where I had completed a task before I started the next. And that was actually true. I've just finished all the video content for that and was beginning to edit my meditations. This is also a transmission of love and peace, and I'm hearing of benevolence. So he is, I'm also hearing a messenger angel, one that brings tidings of events and times to come, and he holds, so he's got his cup stretched forward. It's a golden chalice, and it's surrounded by the white light. So when you want to call him into you, just imagining a beautiful golden cup surrounded in white light and asking for his presence, that of Archangel Gabriel. So he is one of the higher order. There are many involved, many archangels in the higher order, that which exist on a separate existential plane than the angelics. So the angelics, many of you here on the earth plane at this current time, belonging to that angelic layer, that is an, I'm hearing, 8th dimensional layer. And one where, and I'm hearing like you flutter around, you have tasks to do, and this is for the consciousness, for the good of all. These are very benevolent presence, and there are a great number of you present upon the earth at this time. I'm getting different flashing visuals. So I'm seeing literally a harp on a cloud. I'm seeing Jesus playing the harp. So I feel it seems like Jesus is everywhere. He's kind of involved. He has a presence, a big presence that's available to many different planes. There being little separation on the higher planes from which we resound from, unlike on the earth plane where there is a great deal of separatism. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing a lamb. It's beside Jesus. I often see Jesus depicted with the lamb, and this is representing to humankind the care for all of the livestock upon the earth and the atrocities which are being carried out to them. This is a lot of the farm animals. So becoming more mindful about the plight of the food upon your plate. Whereupon did this come from? Did this animal suffer in the processing of this food for you to gorge yourself upon on your dinner plate at your table. Often the source is just not taken into account. So high vibrational food, more mindful eating. So being aware of the source of your produce, pushing the middleman as a consumer to report whereupon these foodstuffs are, I'm hearing, imported from. There is much that you are not aware of, much that would dismay you about the foodstuffs that are presented to you as if in a red bow on the shelves of the supermarket. Some of these not purporting or being what they are actually purporting to be, so not being what they say they are, being a fake substitute. Do you honestly think there are so many, I'm hearing, buzzy bees producing mass consumed honey? I'm hearing corn syrup. This being a much lower, and it's a high sugar, I don't know much about that, product, one that you would not want to interplay with your or your children's system if you knew the effects it had upon you. Also, I'm seeing slices of meat when it's been already cut and presented in the refrigerated shelf. And I'm seeing that it's particularly red. And this also not being a natural colour. This colour being, I'm hearing like a dye, or this colour being something that attracts the eye of the consumer. Look how fresh my meat looks. But this is a fake scenario. So understanding a little bit more of the processing of your foodstuffs. I'm also seeing that each one is cut and individually wrapped. And had you considered as a neighbourhood, as a community, the purchase and like the slaughter and butchering of a beast, one that is shared between many and one where those proceeds are then divided amongst the community, having had a share in that beast, there being no waste, you being aware of where that was sourced and having a hand in the process with the proceeds, which is all the cuts of meat, being kind of handed out and to the representative parties. Have you considered a hand in a community garden, one where you know what is interplayed with the exterior of the plant as well as what's put into the soil and what's being soaked up by the roots? The contaminants that are placed within the soil and placed upon the plant being toxic not only to the insects which are trying to perhaps interact with this vegetable or lettuce I'm seeing is particularly vulnerable, vegetable fruit, but also being toxic to those who are eating this produce. So having an increased awareness. Also some medications, and I'm seeing pills, and they're in the form of vitamins, but it's a solid white pill. And some of these having undigestible components, sulfates which are included, and fillers, and a chemistry which interplays well with the body in one way and yet in another creates disease. So looking to natural remedies, starting to understand what does this bark do? What would this particular flower create for me if I was to create a formula, if I was to include this in my tea? Maybe I need something to alkalize my system. Maybe I need something, as I have hearing two things, constipation, and then I heard flatulence as well, as I have flatulence. And I'm hearing things like licorice and chamomile, spearmint and peppermint. And I'm seeing a flower, and I don't know what the flower is, calendula? I'm hearing something along those lines. I don't think I've quite got that word. flower. There is much upon the earth that is, I'm hearing like a forgotten art. I'm hearing herbalists, traditional herbalists. Oh gosh, so we're still talking about maybe some of the things that are going to come up, or that some of you have access to. So some of you being very clever in these previous pastimes and endeavours. This is something that you will have access to again, almost naturally knowing or being able to absorb very quickly, and this information being able to stick. Oh, you should try a rosemary poultice. Have you tried some linseed and almond? I don't know, I'm seeing crushed shells as like a poultice on a boil, or some other drawing out agent. Oh, this is very good for heartburn, and this particular remedy for your baby and its gastric issues. So these are some of the things which are going to become more commonplace. I just want to interject because I thought we weren't going to talk about this for a couple of episodes. I had the opportunity to resound with you, and there is more that I would like to add. Okay, I'm seeing an aeroplane. I'm hearing travelling abroad. I'm hearing to take this opportunity, maybe over these next few months, just to spread your wings. If you have been considering travel, now is a really good time to do this. Do not delay on some of these plans that you have made. Also, train trips, those that have been on your bucket list for a while. There is a great window for this to occur, one that will perhaps hold you in good stead before there is some delays and there's kind of beset by some other anxieties about some geographical or other events that are going on around the world. Things are accelerating, and there will be increased geopolitical tension, that which will start locking down its borders to certain travellers. So taking the opportunity while things are in a state of peace and calm to undertake your travel, and to do this, well, I'm just hearing without delay, particularly those of you who are maybe a couple and have considered some travel but being put it off for other endeavours. So use this opportunity upcoming. There are solar and other planetary alignments which are heralding this opportune window for you. So if there's something that you're considering, the remainder of the year is a fabulous time to carry out these undertakings. This is a time that will shine brightly upon those couples that do undertake travel at this time. And I'm just seeing international boards where you're sitting there and you're having a look at all the flights and what times and what terminals and things like this. I'm also seeing that it's not going to be overly busy, it appears. I don't know what I'm seeing at the terminal. So maybe it's a time when others are perhaps sitting back a little bit and not taking this opportunity. So I think for other reasons, there could be things going on where people are thinking they're going to delay their traffic, but actually this is a really opportune window, I'm hearing again. There are some of you who will keep putting off what you want to do today, so seize the moment and do not delay. Making the plans over the next month or two and then rolling these out between now and December. Okay, now I'm seeing a horse and it looks like it's medievally attired with a knight upon its back and the whole ironclad right down to the shoes with the point and the banner in the hand, kind of going along like even the square things that come down from the horse's reins. So the horse being very adorned, and even the some of the armour on the horse's head as well, chain mail around the horse, and it being quite well trained, and kind of the way that it's got a stance. This is someone who is in the front, who's got the staff with the flag, the colours on it, and there's a trumpeting, so the old and heralding, and it's actually heralding the return of an army to a castle. So I can see a castle in the distance, and kind of it's in a very sunny, and there's a flag fluttering on top of the castle. It looks like in a fairy tale. There's sun on it, and the horses in the army, they're weary. A lot of the soldiers are on foot and returning and there's like someone's gone ahead and they've set up tents around the external wall of this castle. So they're coming in maybe after weary journeying into the castle keep or to the outskirts in the fields, and here they're going to water their horses and rest. Okay, I feel this is about light workers coming in, making sure that you're well fed and watered and rested, and that you have some respite in preparation for the next big push. So this could be just a period of rest that we're coming into, or a period of preparation, I'm hearing. So at the moment we're in the sunshine, clapping each other on the back, wandering around, having a chat, wondering what tomorrow will bring, boiling of the stew. There is plenty of food, and we're able to partake in the flasks of wine and enjoy what life and our leaders have provided us. So there are times of plenty, and there is feasting in the castle of the knights and the kings and squires and such, with the children playing around the edges, and the handymaids, and the horses are in the barn also being rested and cared for. Okay, so I'm seeing King Lionheart, so that was my, alter ego, my past life. So something's playing upon his mind, something's troubling him. He's looking out the window as though he can't rest. Everybody's jolly and happy and having a good time, but he's aware. He has a niggling sense that all is not well, and that he will be called upon at any time, and he will need to stand up. I see him being troubled and actually starting to pace a little bit, not being able to be at ease with the squires and the knights. So he's trying a little bit of humour, but inevitably he's excusing himself and removing himself and going to, and I'm hearing his team, but his advisors, and just there's a sense of foreboding something's not right. And he's looking with them. It's like in a map room or in a room where they are talking. So there's a sense that there's something on the horizon that he's aware of, and it's just on the outskirts. So it is something that he can't lay down and rest at this time. He knows there will be action forthcoming, and maybe a dark cloud looming. Okay, so what he's saying is, I too have this sense of knowing. I know that although all is well, I have my eye on the horizon. I know that things may appear easy, but this peace, or apparent peace, that we are going through is not one that will necessarily last. This is a psychic sense, you might say, one where I feel a sense of foreboding. This Richard Lionheart, never being wrong, always being correct, using his instinct to drive things forward. So now I'm seeing him discussing the situation with the men outside of the moat and deciding to march the army to maybe another location. I'm hearing Normandy. To something which gives them a little bit more relative safety, understanding that they could be beset upon at any time, and the army is out in the open and unawares outside of the keep of the castle, and therefore could be laid waste to well, I'm hearing a couple of words, barren and laid waste. This is a very interesting story today. Okay, so taking note that there is a very strong instinct, at very least, with this one, and when she resounds with you on her YouTube channel, that this is a time when you must listen. We also feed her some truths, but she has the sixth sense, the inner eye, the art of knowing, the intuitive knowledge, and she will impart upon you all that she knows, knowing that that may make a difference to your reality, that you may make different choices, that you may move your men, so to speak, to higher ground to be safe. So although we bring you many lessons and a few titillations here and there and some interesting insights to spirit, this also being a channel which will bring you warnings that will bring you warnings of necessity in times to come. This is not just a spirituality channel, you might say. This is one where I'm seeing, again, I've seen this before, people around the transistor radio, or the radio, like someone told me, they didn't have transistor radios. The radio, I don't know what everything's called, I just see it. Old-fashioned radio. I'm seeing it as black and white. It's a little girl with like a bob, and she's got a little a bow in the back of her hair. So the family kind of crowding around and listening to the news, to the geographical forecast, you might say, not all being able to filter through, but picking up enough to get an idea of what's going on, or trying to determine a trend. This will be a similar situation. This will be your radio, this and other similar channels that we are resounding with and assisting to bring you news forecasts and updates. This is something that you must listen to. Perhaps putting up with the mediocrity of some of the resoundings to grab that which will be perhaps important to you in times to come. There will be sightings and scenes that will be displayed for you through her eyes, through her visions. Her being very clairvoyant as well as clairaudient, not only able to hear us clearly, but to see and feel what is going on in different locations around the world. I just want to say this is very unexpected. This is a bit of a tale. I was told that I wouldn't be doing predictions because it kind of draws a lower vibrational crowd, and this is a very soul-led, soul growth channel, and that's also what my teachings and intuitive circles and things are about. So I'll just see if I get some clarity. There will be events which will play out on a larger scale, that which will require some understanding, some knowledge behind them, and maybe some uncovering, those which are not necessarily known, some truths which will be brought to the light. Okay, they're asking me to share with you. I actually did a reading where I withdrew my energy from it briefly, and I was told by my guide to stay with it. And because what I was hearing and seeing was so shocking to me, it was so unexpected, that I kind of leaned out of the reading because I didn't want to know about it anymore, and or what I was seeing and hearing from my guide about this beautiful poor individual and what she had gone through. I'm being told to tell you this was around child trafficking, and pedophilia, but more than that, it's a satanic, ritualistic behaviour. And I had to say to my guide at some stage, is this true? And they said, this is true. And it took a little while for me to shake off. So I feel that maybe these are some of the things that will come to light. Okay, there's something else I need to tell you about that. There was ties with this, and I was told to there was Germany, Austria, France. It was global. I'm seeing the whole network now. It's just like I'm just seeing lines, grid, all kind of around the world. It's deep underground. It is being worked on by Interpol, I'm hearing. There was Russian mafia. And there was also a tie into, I heard Washington, and I saw literally right to the White House. This is a bigger network and more extensive than you realise. I was told also thousands perish. And I saw Kazakhstan and Kurds, or I thought that's what I heard maybe at the time, and I could see and explain how they were dressed, guarding what appeared to be a barren, I'm hearing wasteland, and there was a barren like mound or hillside, and it was guarding that, and that was, I was told, a dungeon. And I have seen something similar and talked about it on this channel before. Sorry if I'm disturbing anyone. I'm being asked to share. And there's a underground network here regarding children, and there will be some more light shone upon this, and this may require other intuitives within this group to also bring forth little bits and pieces that they may see and know about. So I'm not sure, like psychic investigation. Okay, this vessel being very particular to psychic investigation. That's true. I actually did quite a bit of missing children situations, and I just have a photo and a first name, and so I could validate a lot of the information that I could see, and the ability to remote view. So being able to walk from the street view, seeing where things are placed, walking through the home, what is going on in the home, and who resides where, what is the interaction between these peoples. Yeah, okay, that was just something that naturally happened. I can do that with spirit as well, like your loved ones. Oh, no, loves the kitchen. Oh, show me in the lounge. Oh, the fireplace over there. Just, I don't know. I love doing that, actually. It's usually grandparents quite often that have passed showing me around their home. Oh, I love my outdoor, and I had the hills hoist over here. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Gabriel. Okay, so tuning in, making sure that you are listening to the headlines, that you are engaged with channels such as this one, because here is where the truths will be laid bare, and here is where we will impart our messages and those which you need to know in a timely manner. This will become important in days to come, as there will be, always just call it rumblings, because I just feel geographical earth changes and geopolitical movements, and maybe some confusion around things that are brought to you, perhaps from leaders, something along these lines. And know that on this channel you will hear, I keep getting the word purported, I'm going to have to look that up. You will be purported to, you will hear the truth from us in the higher planes, that which we can see, that which this vessel is amenable to sharing in multiple different ways, through her vision, through her hearing, and through her feeling. This is why it is important that this vessel keeps resounding with us and that you keep encouraging her. She feels very uplifted by the support that she garners from her channel and your messages to her. This giving her a wind beneath her wings, you might say, one that says, I can keep doing this for the people. The people need me. Oh, that makes me feel a little bit, got me in the chest. I didn't want to do this YouTube channel. For anyone that's been watching it for a while, I was brought to do this reluctantly. I'm a person that I've always ended up in kind of leadership positions, but I don't. If I have to be upfront talking about things, fine, I'll do that, part of my job. But if I don't, then I'm hearing loner. Not a loner. I guess maybe I am. I was always forced to be with so many people all the time that I do like my own company, and I always had a connection, and I really loved hearing that connection. So a introvert, you might say. That's true. I do like peace and quiet. Okay, anything else? I'm seeing a golden goose that lay the golden egg. Okay, so she can also lead you to your riches. So that which will be your egg that you will lay, that which will be golden and provide you with abundance. She has, I was only thought about this last night, and I've got it down on my list to do today. So I'm going to do a masterclass and a meditation which helps, because I can't do a reading for everyone about all of your gifts and the things that you were in a past life and your soul journey and steps. Then they're saying what I decided to do was a masterclass with a meditation and a separate, slightly different meditation that will help you maybe connect to what your golden egg is. Wow, I'm getting so much support. I feel like almost embarrassed, like, oh my God, can I sing my own tune anymore on this channel? Okay, they're saying that I must do this because everyone must realize what I can assist them with, that I have. This is the key. I have some keys, just some things that can help you put that key in your own lock and unlock what it is that you are doing, or unlock that next period of growth, or that connection back to the gift, or the connection to the higher realm. This is something that I am not to underestimate, that perhaps you're not aware on this channel of these keys. So as I was saying, they showed me last time the key of one-to-one. This is becoming exceedingly rare just because of availability. And so this is a way of providing the key to many. There will be more opportunity for this in times to come, but just know that already this vessel has been working on that, and I've been doing a course yesterday and today. Thank you, Gabriel. Anything else? Okay, I'm hearing Sacramento, and I'm seeing fires. I'm seeing Florida, and I'm seeing damaging winds and rain. I'm seeing Arctic, and I'm hearing Arctic winds. I don't know how that would affect anyone. Astounding, extraordinary. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Greenland and buried treasures, that which we will resound about. This place being of utmost importance, and again very protected. Every time I see it surrounded in green light. That some insights into what it is that your military, your governance is doing, which is nefarious. And I'm seeing I'm hearing the Rockies, and I'm seeing US military going within it's like a military base. I don't know if anyone is aware if there is one. And it's deep within the Rockies, so from the outset it just looks like pretty much a entranceway, and it's cordoned off. And then this is I'm just hearing nefarious activity. There is much that is going on beneath the soil that you need to understand, that you can resonate with Mother Earth and our requirement to raise the vibration of the earth at this time. These are some of the situations which must come to an end, which must draw to a close, that humanity must become aware of. And then I'm seeing, again, like medieval, like pitchfork in hand, the numbers just saying, no, we will not harvest your hay. We will not provide the coin to line your pocket, knowing of this nefarious activity. Are you aware of that which is going on in your national parks at this time? I feel this is the US. That they are being overrun, that they are being squandered. This is something that you can raise up and, I'm hearing complain about at this time. This is something where petitions must be sought and where you must rally to your governance, that this is no way to mind our pristine and beautiful forests. Our flora and our fauna must be protected and cared for in a very measured and responsible manner. Maybe if you're from the US, you understand a wee bit more about that than I do. There are submarines which have activities underneath your seas, that which creates whirlpools and essentially a control on climatic outcomes. So what I'm seeing, something from the submarine, and I'm just seeing it like, I don't know, a whirlpool. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's creating a heat effect or a wind tornado. Nevertheless, it's a nefarious activity. That of spying, I'm hearing Chinese intelligence through various means, including your iPhone. What the hell? So, being very aware of these matters. Is probably listening to me right now, talking about the nefarious spying. It's okay. I've just heard that you are safe and protected. This is feeling like a members only, but I don't think it is. Started off so nicely about the flowers, candula. I don't know what that word is, the flower. Okay, I'm seeing Mother Nature because I'm just seeing a green face with leaves all around her head, and it's just coming out of the foliage. And it's green, everything's green. So beautiful. I feel her energy. She's asking you all to take the measures to assist her. Her finding some of these activities very unpleasant. It pains her and is creating a weakening of her energy. This is a last bid, a last-ditch attempt, one that she may not ever be able to repeat, to raise herself into a higher vibration. This requires an effort. Every little light, every earth angel residing upon this planet, assisting with this raise in vibration. So carrying out the activities, the joy, the pleasures, the eating of the foods that are going to assist and raise and hold your vibration in this time. And know that you are doing this for Mother Earth herself and adding to the power of the whole situation. Every little pinprick of light being necessary at this time. sending down your roots and sending her love and light. She has the opportunity to feel each one of these resonance with you. Watching you walk upon the beach at the water's edge, admiring her water, enjoying her environment. She can feel and see and bears witness to each of you and the way that you interplay with her. So supporting her with the deforestation, with the embellishment of the suburbs, with and because I'm seeing like bulldozers taking out and gouging into the land to create a new suburb, with the mining of the gems. Some of this is done through blasting, with the caring for the forestry in the national parks, for the indigenous lands, that which must remain pristine. We're getting Brazil. These are all of utmost importance. So every action, every individual has more sway and importance than you may realize. Just becoming aware of Gabriel again. He has a peace dove in his hand, and it's got a branch or a foliage in its mouth. And what I'm seeing, Noah's Ark, and there was the great flood, and they sent the dove out, or the dove came in, I'm not sure, but it feels like that. That this is up to us to bring about this sense of safety and stability for our days going forward. And maybe it's the knowing of some of the activities of what it is that we are moving away from, of where it is that we are moving into, and then in between maybe avoiding certain scenarios, or at least seeing things with more transparency. So this is what's becoming very important. So maybe also taking those moments to do those meditations, to take some time to slow down your life if it's moving too fast, to spend more time with your children and your dogs or your pets, or doing the things that you enjoy with the sun on your face and walking beside the beach, and offering and proffering your support to Mother Earth in the process. And then you can, as a farmer, as a bearer of the fork, working with the land on the earth. So the farmer's now put the fork down. He hasn't got it up, shaking it at the landlord. He can get back on with his endeavours in a way that is supporting the community, ways of old. There is much to move through. There is much that we must undertake before this will be available to us. We have given you something to consider, and we have enjoyed, I say we, resounding with you today. And Gabriel is asking you to call him in with his cup, his chalice, his golden chalice. And he will be assisting me in times going forward with the timely heralding of such information that he has spoken of. He gives you his blessings and he leaves you now. Wow. That was, it's always unexpected, but it was a bit of a story, the medieval story, and out in the paddock. I can't even remember what it's talking about. Corn syrup I found for honey. I was also seeing different packets of things, we don't really know what's in them. As in, I saw it was like the cereal aisle I was seeing. So maybe I know some of the cereals are terrible. If we kind of actually broke down what was in it, we wouldn't be feeding it to our children. I'm also seeing some butters, like some soft butters, maybe what's been put into that to create that kind of consistency that we can easily spread. Margarines, I'm hearing. I'm also actually hearing some ice creams or ice cream. So more the ice cream on the stick, maybe that whatever's in it, that helps hold it together. So we just need to be more considerate of what it is that we are actually putting in our body, because I'm hearing it's a low yield toxicity, and it's also lowering your vibration, because it's not actually uplifting high vibrational food. So maybe I can do something where I can find out kind of more about high vibrational food, but I think that you could maybe even just look it up, Google it. I'll see if that's something that comes up, or it may come up in a channeling. I've done one before. If I can find it, I'll put it up in a link in the description. Anything else? Forgot that we said no. Okay, I think that's the message for today. So a little bit different, wasn't giving us the information as such yet, but just letting us know that maybe it's coming. And so for all the frivolity of this channel, maybe in the last couple of episodes, and actually they've been kind of serious as well, that there is another reason as well. And I had thought that I wasn't going to be doing very much in the way of predictions, but maybe it's just some insights. Anyway, we'll see. It'll unfold, and I'll just bring you whatever I get and whatever I see. So, as always, thank you for being here, and I look forward to bringing forward whatever needs to be shared in the next episode. So, and till then, stay high vibration and stay healthy and well, and I'll see you then.